Leaves it with the running back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw, it's Sims. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Running back searching for a hole. And that's a very productive first down play of bringing up 2nd and 3. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum. But we know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
Here's the handoff. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy game. I know guys always jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole thing.
Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Broncos!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Lining up to add another. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Coates. they stop him at the 21. So Texas Tech's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive stage, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
Yeah, best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
And the Red Raiders will hustle to the line.
Well, this defense received a lot of after registering 4 sacks last week. They've put everybody on notice, and they're doing it again here early, already registering a sack in this one.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it set up on the outside. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got it. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Still on his feet at the 45.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, 1st down. They're going to run it to the right. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. What those big fellas did last.
The option look. The pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch, man.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. Unfortunately, ended up losing yards.
And sure tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
How about the effort by the running back? Great job. Listen, it's not an ideal situation, but when you get yourself backed up like that, and it's 3rd and eternity, you put yourself in a bad situation. He almost climbed out of it single-handedly. Nice run, nice effort by the running back.
He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. Oh, sweet feet. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, he decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays, but he's just going to have to do a good job.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been... They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. The Red Raiders want to crank the tempo.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that that we just saw which can help them get that.
Offense lining up quickly. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First down to start the drive after the break. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
At the 35, he's open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Give to the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Hand off from the shotgun. At the 40, there he goes. Can anyone catch him? Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far. Listen, defense has got to cue it. They got to cue it to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Boise State. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 10 to Boston College. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On second down, looking again to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Red Raiders are in the hurry-up.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first one.
The Red Raiders are rolling down the field.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He'll try to do it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Off play action. The short hands, it's Coates. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. And the Red Raiders line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Boise State ready to send up that offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
They go to the ground. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to power their way ahead. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Ready to fire from the pistol. Let's go. On the option. He'll toss it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. Pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Touch pass on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll... on the board before the break.
Really nice job by the quarterback. Hey, a lot of quarterbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away. The Broncos will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first game.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And they got him for the sack.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job. Already built a huge lead. Now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football.
Nothing but green ahead. The 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Red Raider.
And nice job by this offense. Put the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup, found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he knows how to finish in style. A 66-yarder to the house. On Get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Delay of game, offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The offense lining up for a first down play. To the ground with the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The give to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that one play to pick up the first.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Looking for a man, it's Sims. Fires to the right. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. He just didn't have it.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Throwing right. Another incompletion on third down. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's on target and complete. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Lubbock. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Red Raiders want to move quickly. Now the play fake. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. this. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The offense set for a first down play. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start, offense.
Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. A first down for the offense. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to throw. It's Sims. Fires to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just...
And that pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Really nice job there by the defense. I think they evaded the QB and tried to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. Come away with the pick.
Showing press, they want to be physical here. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry up. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with him.